Well, we got to prepare ourselves for cars honking, flags flying, because the World Cup kicks off this afternoon with host nation Brazil in the opening match against Croatia. No one is more excited than Sportsnet's soccer analyst Gerry Dobson, who joins us this morning for a World Cup preview. And we go way back.
Do we ever?
Yes, we do.
Centennial College?
That's right.
How many years ago?
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah. You were on one side and I was on the other side.
You were.
You were at one desk and I was on the big desk.
That's right. So it's always nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
And to catch up. So it's been a while.
That's great.
And we're catching up with the World Cup. And the first thing I asked you about was J-Lo. J-Lo is performing. She said she wasn't.
She wasn't. She is. She will. Apparently. Will she show up? I guess she will. We'll find out.
Well, I'm happy because it makes it all worthwhile. But everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. How can you not? But they're not going to have those horns, right?
The vuvuzelas.
The vuvuzelas.
No, they will not have those. They've been banned. Either officially or unofficially, no more vuvuzelas at the World Cup because they're so annoying.
They are annoying. Yeah. But let's talk about a little bit about the controversy in Brazil and the protests. It's going to be okay?
We hope it's going to be okay. I mean, Brazil is a complicated country with a lot of political and social unrest right now. I mean, it's a country of crushing poverty, but at the same time, it's a burgeoning economy. But the World Cup comes to town, and FIFA just takes everything away. Like, the country makes nothing of the World Cup, and people are complaining about healthcare costs and about education or lack of, and they see this boondoggle coming to town, building stadiums in the middle of the jungle that will never be used again, that sort of thing. And so there is potential for problems in Brazil because there's been problems in the last several months and years leading up to this World Cup, and they're not even ready. They've had 7 years to get ready. And some of the stadiums, they still don't have light fixtures. They're still painting and all kinds of issues. So we're hopeful that it will come off without a hitch, but you never know until the thing starts.
We'll all be watching. Well, the last host nation to win the World Cup was France, and that was in 1998. How do you think Brazil is going to do?
Brazil should do very well.
They have a chance.
They're a good team. They're a quality team. They've got some great young players. They are playing at home, and you can't overestimate the importance of playing at home in the World Cup, especially in a soccer-mad country like Brazil. There'll be 60, 70, 80,000 people at each stadium cheering for this team, and if there's a foul against the Brazilian team, the crowd will just roar. They'll influence the referees. It's going to happen, and but they're a good team, regardless of whether they get any help from the referees or not. And they're playing at home in front of those crowds. I think they'll do very well. And a European team has never won a World Cup when it's been played in South America. So advantage Brazil right there.
England's always a fun team to talk about.
Of course. England's always fun because everybody wrings their hands about England. Oh, are we going to have a chance? Can we survive? Can we? But you know what? This time around, I think usually the problem with England is that they're overestimated. People think that they're better than they really are. This time around, I think they're underestimated. I think that they're actually going to do a good job. I think they'll get out of their group. They could get all the way to the semifinals. They're a good young team, and I think they will surprise some people.
Now, we need to talk about Italy. Kevin Frankish, this is his team. He has picked Italy. He talked about it today.
When did he pick Italy? This morning, I hear, or last night.
But he's been thinking about it for a very long time.
He's been thinking about it.
And
why is it taking him so long?
I don't know.
It's got to come from here, doesn't it? You can't just go pin the tail on the donkey. I picked that team.
Well, his background is French. His background is Scottish. But you know what? I think he feels a little bit of, Italian.
Scotland's not in the World Cup. France is. Why isn't he cheering for France?
I don't know. I don't know.
Come on. Where is he? Where is he?
Where is Kevin?
He's got to explain himself.
There he is.
Explain yourself.
Yeah. I mean, Gerry, if people thought about the teams that they were going to cheer for, we wouldn't have any Leaf fans. So, come on. I put some thought into it.
All right. Now, you realize they didn't win a game last time around, eh, Kevin?
Hey, you know what? Vegas is actually putting them at number 4 and number 5.
Vegas knows nothing. When it comes to the World Cup, they know nothing.
All right, somebody got to me. I got bribed.
Okay.
Okay, and before we head off, we need to talk about the Netherlands.
Well, the Netherlands were in the final last time around, 4 years ago.
Yeah, I know because, my whole family was wearing orange.
Oh, you've got some...
My husband, Dutch, all Dutch.
They're a good team. They're a good team. They're a quality team. They're in a very difficult group. They have to play Spain, who won it all 4 years ago, and they lost to Spain 4 years ago. Problem with the Netherlands is, and I hate to say this because all you Dutch fans out there don't want to hear it, but they have this habit of self-destructing. There's infighting in that team from time to time. That may not happen this time, and I wish the Netherlands well because they're a team that always does really well and is always one of the favorites to come very close to winning it, and they've never quite gotten there. Maybe this is their year.
Maybe it is. Let's hope. I'm hoping. You can follow Gerry Dobson on Twitter at SN Gerry Dobson. We'll have that all on breakfasttelevision.ca, and of course watch Sportsnet for all the daily highlights. We're heading into you, Kev.